Everybody good? Coach, if you wouldn't, some opening statement.
Got our media people wearing red. We play Ball State.
Sorry, Coach.
I'm already
I
getting
picked that out so I wanted to. Just a really good team win. I was a little out of sorts over there. I was a little too animated, I think, and I think that affected us. Maybe a little hesitancy and some of the mistakes we were making. So I'll do better next time down and calm down a little bit. I really wanted this for the guys. They've been getting better every day. We had a bad stretch there in some games, and we weren't improving as much on a daily basis as we need to, and I think we got that figured out and that ironed out. These guys are just fighting like crazy. I thought we really played hard. We're still doing some of the things, the same things, and making mistakes in different areas, and had to have our, it's a game of runs. We just want to have longer runs and keep theirs short, but Ball State's a good team. They're very well coached. Witt does a great job, and I think they're going to have a good year, and they're just going to keep getting better. So that rivalry is going to be a great one. But so happy for our guys. It's so much better to go home with a victory right before Christmas, so you can really shut down and enjoy it and not beat yourself up after some losses like last year was.
questions.
Greg, it seems like some of those runs that you're talking about in a negative sense are getting shorter. What do you attribute that? I mean, besides the guys working hard, what do you attribute that to? Because certainly today, Ball State hung in there, but they didn't string anything major together, especially in the second half.
We've just talked about it a lot, really. It's a maturity thing, and you got a lot of new guys that are playing with your veterans, and you have to shorten runs. Like when they score, get a transition basket, or do something well in the offensive end, you've got to come down and get a better offensive. You have to come down and be efficient on the offensive end. Or if you're having bad we're the worst at it is when we have a turnover or something negative happens on offense. We don't do our job all the time, getting back in transition D and giving up some second shots sometimes. But we talk about it. Let's win this possession, whether it's good or bad. That you forget about it and you go to the next one and win that possession. So we're talking about trying to really shorten it in your mind and just play every possession.
Brenton, it's no surprise, but he's providing some instant offense. At a time you needed it today in the first half, I think he scored 8 in a row. I know he's still working on aspects of his game, especially defensively, but when you can interject somebody like that into the lineup to kind of change things up, I mean, that was a very positive thing.
Oh, it is. He is a scoring machine. And he is so confident, and our guys are so confident in him. It doesn't matter if I scream at him for a bad shot that next time down. It doesn't matter. He has a short memory on that. He's very competitive. I love him. I mean, I love him, and he makes as many mistakes as anyone, but he's trying. He is really trying. When he does something he knows we don't want him to do, he's more conscious of it now, so he's getting better with it. And he's getting better on the defensive end, and he's so tough and so competitive and can really score it that whether he starts or not, he's one of our best players for sure.
You get back to 500 headed into conference play next week. Just address the importance of that, and a little different vibe coming out of non-conference to this year than there was last year.
I think so. And I knew we were better than we were last year. We were really struggling. We weren't very good, and it was tough. It was really tough. And the stretch this year, after we got back from the islands, was pretty tough. But these guys showed some maturity and just kind of got together, got our practices where we needed it to be, because we always talk about you can't have a bad practice and then come out and amp it up in a game. So it's important for the guys to feel good. It was important for Saturday. It was important to carry that over and kind of show the growth we've made over the past few weeks.
Win number 100.
Yeah. Talk
about that and how the coaches and the guys react to that after the game.
Well, you know me. I mean, to me, I could be able to reflect on it a little bit later. It doesn't seem, I hear about coaches. I think we played Bayheim. He had 900 and some my first year there going into the tournament. But something like this is not an individual award, obviously. It's not an individual milestone. Every coach on this thing, it's a year-round. It's their life, what they're doing, the way they sacrifice their families. I owe all of them. Every player that's played for us since we've been here, and just the opportunity to be here at Indiana State and be the head coach. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm very fortunate for that. I think about I did try to reminisce a little bit there, and I think about my dad and how good a coach he was, and coaching with Alford and Coach Waltman and my college coach, Coach Boots. It's just, I can't wait to talk to some of them about it. I really can't, but it's hopefully there'll be another few hundred, but it's nice to get it, I guess, especially at home.
With that team, did they?
Yeah, Ace brought in the ball, and I don't even know if they know. Our guys are so oblivious to stuff half the time. I'm sure like Christian and Devontae knew, but Ace brought the ball in and announced it in front of the team, and they mobbed me a little bit and got me all sweaty here. But it's a big deal for the staff too. You look at Lou; he's been with me for all of them. He makes as many decisions as I do, and is so important to what he does. And Belch, and just such a good coach, and really lucky to have him here. And TP is just a great addition. So these guys are going to enjoy it too because they deserve it.
It looks like you avoided any kind of Gatorade bath or anything. You don't see basketball coaches get that too often. But
we're 5-5, Todd. I mean, shoot, we're 5-5. It's nothing too crazy, nothing to get excited about. But we're starting a new season. I'm so excited to get back here. We're giving them Christmas off, which we've usually gotten back here on Christmas, and really going to lock into practice. These guys will come back energized. We'll get better going in because Evansville is really good. We'll have to play our best game of the year and virtually mistake-free to have a chance to beat them. But we love competing against those guys. We respect them a lot. So hopefully a lot of our fans will drive down 41 and come see that one.
Anything else?
Christian, I know he's been a big contributor, obviously, all of his time here. He just seems, is it me or does he seems to have a look of fire and really tough to play against on the defensive end.
He does. I mean, he does. He and Devontae play every possession on the defensive end. And Christian is an unbelievable communicator. Lou had a clip on the, and Christian can't move right now. I mean, you watch him lip around down there. Some of those drives he made there late were very impressive because he's hurting and he got kicked on the bad spot during the game. But Lou put a clip on the clip tape going into this one on some of our defense at St. Louis and how good it was. Christian's in foul trouble, hadn't had a bucket, can hardly move, and he's on the floor, and they show him, he's talking to this guy, he's directing traffic on the defensive end. So the things he does are so invaluable, have nothing to do with scoring. He's the personality of our team. He's one guy that takes a great pride in his team winning, whether he plays well or not. And he picked us up, hit that big shot at St. Louis, and then got us some good buckets in the second half tonight.
There was a point in the game defensively for him. You put him on Franco House, who was causing some issues in the paint at that point, and he fronted him and kept him out of the paint. I mean, is that emblematic of what he does for you?
And he did it on his own. We put other matchups in there. Christian goes in there and says, he's not going to get one here this time. But he did an unbelievable job on Weber. Weber's their leading scorer and only gets 3 shots. So Christian, he always is so light. He's he wants to be coach. I mean, I told him if he helps us win a championship, I'll hire him. But he is such a good basketball mind and tremendous teammate.
Anything else? Thank you.